Hey, this is Rachel Friedman, and you are listening to The Wellness Boss. Look, the entry bar in the coaching industry is really low. So to compete in the coaching industry, you have to be really fucking good at your craft. That's why every week I will be sharing my tips, tools, and stories to help you become the best coach possible for your clients. Truthfully, guys, let's be real. This is the backbone of your business, and it's what's going to make you a sought-after coach with a thriving business. So let's get started. Hey, this is Rachel Friedman, and you are listening to the Wellness Boss Podcast, episode number 58, Embodiment. You might be wondering, what the fuck does that word even mean? Don't worry, we're going to get into it throughout this episode today. So, how are you all doing, my friends? School is out, at least I think at this point for most everyone. And I know it can feel like a relief, or it can feel a bit stressful, depending on if you have kids or not, and of course, the ages of your kids. I remember when my kids were small, it was so stressful trying to keep them busy and work. But now, as they're older, summer's actually very enjoyable. They are very self-sufficient, and my son has a driver's license now, so it's nice because literally I have turned him into my errand boy. Don't tell him, guys. But yeah, he's like my personal assistant. He does my grocery shopping, picks up the dry cleaning, all the little errands. So you can look forward to that if your kids are small. Look, guys, if your kids are small, no, it does get easier when it comes, at least I believe, to summer. Now, it's also true the bigger the kids are, the bigger their problems seem to be. But it's the 50-50 rule, right? Everything works in balance. Can't have one without the other. So today, I want to talk about what embodiment means and how you do it. Because I use the word a lot and realized recently that not everyone may understand what it means. And we also might understand it differently, right? That's how the human brain works. And it's my belief that it's essential to your coaching business. And it's my belief it's essential to your coaching business. And actually, the more I say it, I think it's required to get results for your clients and required for you, for your business to make money. So here, let's start with my definition of embodiment. It's understanding something beyond the cerebral level. So it's more than intellectually understanding something. It's when you understand something in a way that it becomes second nature. Your body knows how to respond without you having to think about it. So right now you might be thinking of, shit, how do I do that with my coaching? Which is exactly what we're going to talk about in this episode. So how does one embody coaching tools and skills so they make those tools and skills become second nature? It's actually quite simple. You have to put in your reps. You get coaching and feedback so you can make those 1-degree shifts and adjustments over and over. Remember when you were 16, you just got your driver's license and everything required a lot of focus and attention. You had to think, I need to brake at a stop sign, what to do when you turn into an intersection. But now, after having done it year after year, you can now drive without thinking much about it. It just becomes second nature. And it's exactly the same with coaching. But until you put the reps in, it doesn't become second nature. You will always, I shouldn't say always, but many of you will be second guessing yourself as you go into coaching sessions because you'll be wondering, what if someone comes to the call with something I don't know how to handle? Literally, it's the same as saying, what if someone jumps in front of the car while I'm driving? Your body will go automatically into stopping the car, but you don't think about it before you get into the car or behind the wheel because you trust that you've trained yourself, that you become a really good driver and your body will know how to react. This is what we have to do as coaches. We have to build that self-trust so we can trust that our intuition will guide us and help us guide our clients in exactly the right way. So, yes, you've been certified or taken the course, read the books, and gotten the license that says, right, you can drive a car. But the way you drive your car at 16 versus 30, 40, or 50 is completely different. Why? Because of the experience you have. You have embodied what it feels like to drive a car. In coaching, we're going to do the same thing. Is you can have the license to coach, but without the experience, practice, application, the embodiment doesn't happen. Which is exactly why in the Live Your Dharma coaching certification, we spend so much time peer coaching, putting in the reps and getting feedback so you can make those 1-degree shifts. Look, it's not enough to understand coaching tools, methods, techniques just on a cerebral level, right? It will stop you and it will make you continue to feel incompetent, overwhelmed, or confused. It will show up in a lot of funky ways too. So if any of these ring true, I get it. I've been there. Niche drama, thinking you have a marketing or a sales problem, confusion about your offer, a copy or not knowing what to say to your audience, spending a lot of time self-coaching, or even avoiding self-coaching, both extremes, acquiring new tools and methods, but not actually practicing them on yourself. When you are grounded in your ability to coach, whoever, no matter what they come to you with, all the other stuff actually becomes really simple, right? Marketing gets really simple. Niche drama disappears, my friends. There's no more confusion. There's no more spinning. Coming up with what to say as you write and talk to your audience, it's abundant, okay? So the first things first is we got to get you feeling confident as a coach. Because after that, it's just going to be a bunch of decisions you get to make. So do yourself a favor if this is you, which seriously, guys, no judgment. It was me too. So I totally understand where you're coming from right now. And I also want you to know, I don't really think it's your fault. Right now, everywhere you look, you are probably being told you have a confidence problem, a marketing problem, a niche problem, an offer problem, or a sales problem, or maybe all of the above. But the truth is, I don't believe it's any of those. It's likely a competency problem. It's an embodiment problem. You just haven't embodied what you want to coach on, right? You haven't embodied being a coach and coaching. And of course, you haven't been addressing this problem because you were sold by your certification. You've been sold by all the business world that you just need to figure out these elements and your business will take off, right? But here's the thing. If you don't feel competent, right? You're not certain that you can create results for your clients, then all the elements are going to fall flat because humans are energy and your energy is going to be off. And as soon as your energy is off, your ideal client is no longer going to feel safe to invest with you. You can say all the right things, but if you don't believe 100% you can help them get where they want to be, your energy will not match the words you're saying or writing. And I've talked about energy in previous episodes. It's like a scent. It's not something we can necessarily see, right? It's something we experience. It's something we feel. It's like with a scent, it's something you smell, but you can't see it. So first, you must go to work on your competence. Your coaching must become embodied. So when your clients come with challenging situations, you're able to stay calm, lean back energy, I call it, feel grounded, and stay open and curious. So you can help them see what's holding them back, move past their shit and ground them so they can be in a place where they can start to embody their new ways of being. In terms of embodying your coaching, I want to leave you with a few tips today so you can get started. First and foremost, I cannot say this enough. Practice what you teach, what you coach on. So, for example, if you are a weight loss coach and the underlying belief you have is that it's learning to be kind and compassionate to yourself, right? Being loving, Are you doing that for yourself? Okay, it's not so much necessarily probably about what you're eating. Although, if you are a weight loss coach and you tell people to follow a very specific style of eating, are you doing that? Okay, if you're a book coach, I had this come up with a client, and she was saying how she was selling people that writing a book was what's going to like blow their career out of the water. But deep down, she didn't really believe that. She felt that, yes, in the long run, but not immediately, right? Like you write the book, and then that book creates you being seen as an expert, but it happens slowly. But that's not what she was selling. So she was very much out of integrity. She wasn't practicing, right? Also, what she preaches, which was being in alignment for herself, right? So I want you to check in. First and foremost, are you practicing what you teach, what you preach? Okay. So whatever you coach on, are you doing those methods on you? This is essential. Don't worry about acquiring new tools. Instead, focus on the ones you have in your arsenal. Practice them on other humans. Okay. So, number one, are you practicing what you teach? Number two, are you practicing coaching, right? Whether it be on friends, peers, family, paid or free, it doesn't matter. You got to practice. You have to put in your reps. And then, are you evaluating your sessions? Okay. Part three, evaluating. You have to learn from them so you can start to make the 1-degree shifts. It's why I highly recommend finding yourself a supportive community where you can get feedback. Because the truth is our human brains are really smart, really tricky. They only let us see limited amount of what's actually happening. And it's why coaching is actually so powerful, because a coach can point out what your brain isn't letting you see. Okay, so 3 steps. Practice what you preach. Step 2, practice on other humans. 3, evaluate. Make the necessary changes, get feedback, and then reapply. So embodiment doesn't happen overnight, guys, but it will happen if you put in the work, the reps with application, feedback, right? Those are the key essential ingredients. And when you do your coaching business, guys, is going to be so fucking amazing because your clients will be getting incredible results. When they're loving your coaching, they tell everyone because it's just what humans love to do. They tell their friends, their peers, their family. People will notice changes and will start asking them what they're doing. So seriously, it's the best way to grow your business, guys. You will become that sought after coach, right? Not because you have a killer marketing strategy, but because your work will be speaking for itself. It will be changing lives, which isn't that why you got into coaching in the first place? I know it's why I did. So I want you to go to work on embodying your coaching. Just like driving, it needs to become second nature. Okay, so remember the 3 simple steps. Be in integrity, practice what you preach. Step 2, practice, put in your reps. Step 3, evaluate, and then make the necessary tweaks. Okay, that's it. And if you want to speed up the process, you want to be that masterful coach, I'm going to just throw it out there right now. Join Live Your Dharma coaching certification. The next group starts the first week of August. If you join before the end of June, there is a discount on tuition because I love celebrating people who go all in on themselves. Here's what you will learn. You're going to learn how to up-level your coaching skills so you never again will feel wobbly or uncertain on how to direct your clients during your coaching sessions. You're going to know how to coach through any situation that your clients bring to your sessions. So you never feel lost for words or question what tool to use with your clients. I'm going to give you the foolproof questions to ask and tools to integrate into your coaching sessions that guarantee your clients always get results. Yes, there are certain tools that if they're not in your arsenal, they need to be. And then, of course, there's a section where I'm going to give you my super easy marketing and sales process. It's super simple. That has clients actually reaching out to you, so you don't have to be in anyone's DMs, and can't wait to work with you, right? So you don't have to worry if you're like, sales isn't my thing or marketing isn't my thing. Look, guys, you can stop worrying if you're a good coach. You can stop worrying what you're going to have to say on a call, where your next client is coming from, and a complete control of your business. And the good news, it's also over your life. Seriously, guys, there is no program. Oh my God, I cannot talk this morning. There is no program on the market that provides you with the practice, the application, the feedback, and the support like this one. And of course, the tools that do create sustainable change. Look, guys, anyone can call themselves a coach, but not everyone can actually help their clients get results that are going to stick. Be the coach that creates sustainability, not short fixes. We have enough of that crap in this world, and it's unfortunately what's giving coaching a bad name. All right, my friends, that is what I have for you today. The link is in the show notes if you are ready, if you're all in to invest in you and your business, which is required, my friends. I should do a whole episode on how much I literally have invested in my business. That would actually be really fun. I'm going to put that on the to-dos. All right, my friends. So I will see you next week for another great episode. I believe next week we have an incredible guest, just a client of mine and a coach, and I can't wait for you all to learn from her wisdom. And I'm going to be doing a question and answer based off questions I've been receiving from all of you about the Live Your Dharma program. So please, if you have any questions, email me. Email me at info@rachelbethcoaching.com so I can answer your questions too. And don't forget to rate and review the podcast. Share it with anyone and everyone who you think would be a great fit. All right, my friends, that's what we've got for today. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you next time. Namaste. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of The Wellness Boss. If you want to learn more about my work, come visit me at rachelbethcoaching.com. That's Rachel minus the extra A, bethcoaching.com. I hope you'll have the most fantastic week. Don't forget to subscribe and review and to share this podcast with all your friends. See you next week. Namaste.